It was worth making a video about the sounds and they changed them again. BSG says they reduced the radius of hearing movement while crouching, so it's easier to wet again. Also, once again, they changed the headphones. Among other things, they surprisingly quickly fixed the issue with the buggy sound of searching containers. I checked it all out, and here's what I found. Let's start with a simple thing. Did they really fix the broken looting sound? We went out into the raid playing as Scav and went to loot. Hooray! The developer fixed the problem in just a couple of days. I'm ready to bow down and cry tears of joy. Moving on to more complex matters. Let's first check how the hearing distance in headphones has changed. To do this, we'll simply take a volunteer without overweight and let them run ahead. The first time, we won't use active headphones at all. And so, we hear footsteps at a distance of 53 meters. Don't forget to consider my perception level, which is 34, meaning I hear 10% farther. Pairing the GSH, the radius of hearing footsteps increases to 63 meters. Cam Tech 2, still terrible and here at the same level as GSH. The M32 is just a bit farther. Literally by 2 meters, while the tactical sport is the same at 65 meters. Swording identical. Razor slightly better at half a meter. Rock almost identical. Exil 66.5 meters and Camtac 4 70 meters. So now there's hardly any difference in which headphones to use. You'll hear at most 7 meters farther. But one old feature remains. Different headphones still better or worse filter out atmospheric sounds. So the GSH and Camtac 2 are still garbage that you definitely shouldn't use, because even though they pick up steps, you'll have to crank up the volume so much that the wind noise will deafen you. The M32 is slightly better, but still worse at handling noise compared to the tactical sport, swording and razor. Rock and Exil slightly better filter out extra noise, but it's not worth overpaying for several times. And the Camtac 4 remains the best of all, but damn, paying 300k for them, I definitely wouldn't. You're fucked. How do you do that? I just subscribe to Patreon. Oh my gosh, there are hundreds of weapon builds there! It is the post effects! Oh, so many guys! What are you looking at? The link is in the description and comments. Another point, does overweight affect anything at all? How far can we hear simple step now? A step at minimum speed, and they promise to make the volume of steps while crouching quieter. Let's go step by step. If we are talking about running, then overweight hardly affects anything. We'll hear at the same distance. The maximum change is that the volume of steps will be just slightly, literally a couple of % louder. If we walk, the radius of the character's audibility decreases by about 10 meters. Moreover, while the PMCs move away, it's really difficult to understand how far they actually are. You can try it yourself. Here's the screen with some nonsense and just steps in the background without sound processing and amplification. In 5 seconds I'll turn on the image for you, and you check if you guessed the distance to the enemy by the sound. And the time. Well, how did it go? I hope you succeed. And another point. Does overweight affect it? Not really. Here two videos. I'll play the sound alternatively where there's no overweight and where there is. Without overweight and with it. Without it and with it. As you can see or hear, the volume is almost the same. If you walk at minimum speed while standing, the sound radius drops by about 15 meters from the initial one. But yes, you can only hear if you stand still and listen carefully. And probably the most pressing question. How about the volume of sounds when moving at minimum speed while crouching? Last time we heard it at a whopping 20 meters, which many didn't like. Has anything changed now? The answer is yes, but not much. Now we hear not at 20 meters, but at 15. And moving on metal doesn't make this figure higher. It doesn't even significantly increase the volume of the steps themselves. The developer is trying to compromise for both active players and those who like to play stealthily, saying, we won't bring back completely silent crouching, but if you really want it, we'll make it slightly more effective. But here's another funny thing. We remember that cringe, that with the back of our heads, with or without headphones, we can hear at 40 meters and not a meter further. I wonder if with this patch they at least fixed this issue without headphones. Two guys, one overweight and the other not. I turn around and... silence. Well, they still have not fixed this crap, and the main question is, will they fix it at all? For now, comment below if you think it's even normal for such a thing to be in this game. And of course, the same situation occurs when sideways. That is, our character still hears at 40 meters and 180 degrees. Which headphones should you ultimately choose? Actually, the most normal option is the M32. Yes, they handle atmospheric manifestations slightly worse, but they cost 30k. That's cheaper by multiples than any other alternative. The second option is to exchange for swordings with the mediator. If you like their sound, this will be the best choice. Because they cost almost the same, but the sound quality is better. Using GSH and Camtac 2 is disrespectful to yourself. And all other headphones cost so much that it's easier to strap a subwoofer to your head. Wetting has become a bit easier than before this patch, but clearly not as simple as it was before the sound changes. Share your thoughts on this in the comments, I'll be glad to read them. See you next time. Bye bye!